The first thing that I want you to have in mind as we enter into the Lent season is not to dread it and don't feel guilty. Sometimes we dread it because we feel like we have so many things to do and we're busy and we don't want to pack something else into our life, like spiritual discipline. And we feel guilty because the previous years that we've tried at this Lent season thing, it didn't turn out well. We kind of let ourselves down, and maybe you even feel like God feels like you failed. But I really want you to know that if it's worth doing, it's worth doing badly. So let us plug ourselves into spiritual discipline despite our busy schedule, and don't worry about how well it's going to go. The idea here is that we want to connect with God, that we have desire and an inkling in us to pray and read and reflect upon God who loves us unconditionally. So then, how do we declutter our lives so that there is a space for us to practice something like this, where we can reflect, pray, and read the scripture? Okay, so I want to suggest 3 simple tips for you to know and practice so that you can practice your spiritual discipline and connect with God. Doing this is much like taking things out of your trunk so that you can put other stuff in there. It's a really deep thought, right? Well, I went to Costco one time and bought all this stuff, and I forgot that I didn't take out my fishing equipment. The trunk was packed with it: chairs, fishing rods, tackle box, and I think I even had a tarp. I'm not sure why. So we ended up putting everything in the back seat of a car, and Leon had to hold a whole bunch of stuff under the chair, in a front passenger seat. So if we want to put something into our life, we need to take something out. So 3 things. One, I want you to hold off on something during this Lent season, and that will create a lot of space for you and just make your life decluttered. And what I mean by that is maybe there's something that you do right now that gobbles up a lot of your mental trunk space and gobbles up a lot of your time. And one of the things that I do sometimes that I get a little obsessive is that I go on Kijiji and on Amazon looking for deals, looking for the price drop and see if there are any new postings on Kijiji. And it's sometimes like it just like that's all I'm thinking about. So maybe for this season, you can hold off that obsessive um, Kijiji time or online shopping, and so that you can devote yourself to meditation. Second thing that you and I can do, is to simplify our life. And I just want to give one illustration or one example of how you can simplify your life. One, you can fast 1 meal a day so that you're not thinking about food. You're not thinking about preparing food. In a similar vein, if you're one of those people like me who have hard time fasting, then what you can do is eat bread and water 1 meal, or eat same thing every lunch for the entire Lent season. I don't know if you can actually pull that off. But what that does is we don't have to think about what am I going to eat, and we don't have to spend time preparing that food. And instead, as we enjoy our simple meal, we can actually chew on the Word of God at the same time. And it's really refreshing because, you're nourishing your body, and at the same time, you're nourishing your soul. And last but not least, I call this the pruning. The pruning involves you cutting off certain hour of the day, like let's say after dinner or 9 o'clock, whatever you choose, and you're fasting from media. You're cutting that time off so that something else can grow. Instead of entertaining yourselves and trying to numb yourself and de-stress, you can actually get into the Word of God and prayer. And once you get a taste for that, you will crave it, I promise. So try trimming your day or pruning your day so that you have a tail end of the day where you have space for you to do something for your soul. Now, all of this stuff is possible for you to do on your own, but the best way to do it is, as usual, is with somebody else. And that somebody else can be your family, it can be somebody in the church. If you want to get an accountability partner, let me know, and I will try to get somebody with you, or maybe you can even do it with us, or do it with me. So the options are there. I pray that this Lent season, that you will not move into it with dread and guilt, but with sense of excitement, because you desire to connect with God. And I hope that these 3 simple steps will help you to declutter and make room so that God can pour in His love and mercy, and that you will know what the will of God is for you and for your life.